Hello, Jacob here, with a Week 7 Minnesota Vikings preview. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, the Minnesota Vikings will be traveling to Detroit to take on the Detroit Lions. And after the way Monday night ended, this could be a doozy. So, keys to this game. Well, for me, I would say seems like every week, which Kirk Cousins is going to show up. Because if we can get the Kirk Cousins from the last couple of weeks, we should have him in the bag. But if we get the Kirk Cousins from the Chicago Bears game or the Green Bay Packers game, well, we're screwed. So the key for us is going to be getting a rhythm early. Getting some sort of momentum going, whether it be with the run game, pass game, a little bit of both. I would love to see us utilize whichever weapons are, best at the time. Because the Detroit Lions have a decent defense, but the thing is, they really don't have much of a pass rush per se. So, while they have some defensive studs, it's just, are they going to be able to really disrupt anything? Because there's more than a couple times during that Packers game I saw that Aaron Rodgers had all day back there. I mean, he could have ordered a coffee, he could have ordered a pizza, he could have, ordered some Chinese food, could have went to the airport, could have came back home, and then still be able to throw the football away. So yeah, and Detroit really does not like to blitz, so if we can really, really, really take advantage of that, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be like the Philadelphia Eagles, but no, I mean, there's no reason why we can't really put up some decent offense. Now, the Detroit offense is slowly but surely really starting to click. I mean, Kerryon Johnson is a legit running back. Matthew Stafford quietly putting together one solid NFL career with a less than solid team. Let's be honest here. God, imagine if they actually would have had the talent around Stafford years ago, like when he first came up, Just imagine how good he could actually be, because this is the same guy who, really outside of Megatron for how many years in a row, has really been the really only bright spot of the Lions, let's be honest here. Because their defense was... their running game was non-existent. And literally, that was literally their only weapon for a long time. And then it seems like as soon as Calvin retired, they became a little more dangerous. And one or two receivers we're really going to have to key in on, in my opinion, are Marvin Jones and Kenny Golladay. If Golladay plays, that is. Because both of those guys have had a little bit of history against us. Not as much as Golden Tate, but thank God Golden Tate's no longer with the Lions. But yeah. Remember the last... And you want to know what was ironic about that, too? The last NFC North team we beat at home, up until the Bears last year, the Lions were the only team from the NFC North to beat us at home. Until last year, of course. As I stated earlier. Yeah, so, I mean, the Lions have more than enough talent on there. And, of course, if we have to get into a kickoff with Matt Prater, Matt Prater has a cannon. And I mean a cannon. Pretty sure he was the one who broke the all-time field goal distance record with 64 back when he was with the Broncos. But then again, to be fair, that's at Denver, which, a 50-yard field goal can travel 60 yards, you know what I mean? So, that really doesn't mean anything. But yeah, I mean, like I said before, it's another NFC North rivalry game. Detroit, coming off of that loss, they're going to be hungry. They're going to be looking for revenge. So, will we be ready for the call? And can we step up when and if the numbers get called that need to be called? Because we can really ill afford to lose another division game at this point. We're already 0-2 on the road. Granted, I will say, thankfully, at the end of the year when it really matters, we get all of the division opponents at home. But, I mean, when you're already down 0-2 in the division, kind of need to, at the very least, split. So, yeah, until we meet again, this is Jacob. Also, heads up with the Redskins video, that probably will be put up not too long after the post-game interview, or the post-game video, since the Vikings play the Lions on Sunday and then turn around and host the Redskins on Thursday. So, without further ado, I'll log off, say skål, and have a good night.